Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all.
Send video via email but be told we've exceeded file size limit? Don't worry. HitPaw Video Converter helps. It can compress 1 GB file to 20 MB in seconds. No quality loss. And it supports more than 1,000 video, audio and image formats. Now, more than 10 million of customers compress files to share on WhatsApp, Discord, TikTok and more. Try HitPaw Video Converter to compress file now.
Usually I'm looking for like a new rim shot. Anytime I open up Splice, I dig. Like, dude, like, you just can't get bored. You just never get bored, you know? You can always find something new.
Smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking as a lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty right now. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control.
You just rather watch me fall from a quarter mile. I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. sleep when you're counting stars. Get it together. Your mind can't sleep when you let it serve. But now you wanna see me fall. From a quarter mile, I can see you at the goal. Think about it, rain won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, oblivion. Oh, yo, fall into oblivion.
I'ma catch a murder case. On my block in this car, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to Dumpster Fire. This is my channel. I'm your host, DJ Soundstorm, and it is finally that long weekend. Might be one of the few long weekends that we have for a little while anyway. It's because of some training stuff going on at work, but I hope you guys are all having an awesome day so far. It is Saturday for timestamp 1/6, so it's the 6th of January, since we are streaming to give people an idea of when during the wipe this was happening. We are streaming on a couple of different platforms: Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and Trovo. If you guys have not checked out some of the other platforms, I highly recommend doing so. Not because one's better than the other for any reason, but just because, like, maybe not one platform works the best for you specifically. So be sure to browse and check that stuff out. Why is my focus all the way up? Oh, sir. Low light compensation, I also don't. Why does that keep shifting back? That's interesting. I hope you guys are having an awesome get into your weekend. And with some Escape from Tarkov right now, might be a little bit shorter of a stream for this segment. There's a chance to be able to get back on. Make no promises because it is the first day off. into a 4-day. We have a couple of 12-hour streams lined up as like a back-to-back thing to try and push through the Tarkov content as quickly as possible. I know Saturday is usually music night. If we have the time later on, then I will make sure to try to get in and get some of that stuff done. Have some sit-ins, but tomorrow night is going to be the Patreon sit and chill. So for all of our Patreon members that have questions about anything from Tarkov to music production to just wanting to sit and kind of shoot the shit, be doing all of that tomorrow night in my Discord for the Patreon members. I'm pretty stoked about it. That'll be directly after stream, so we're hoping to get a pretty early start tomorrow on all of that. But yeah, I've been at work the whole time, so yeah, that's kind of been the big thing here for the last, I guess the theme for the last month and a half, 2 months, is that because of the lower amount of people that we have in specific positions, I've been asked to come in a whole hell of a lot more. So sucks for the streaming side of things, but for the life side of things, it ain't too bad. It's a lot of extra work because I do work 12-hour shifts, but I think it's going to pay off. The grind's actually going to end up like working out in our favor. So far for Tarkov, we've had 2 specific days that we've gotten to get in and start doing some of the quests. Now, after work through the week, I jumped in and tried to get some of the easier stuff done, like the find and collect shit. Not like kill quests or anything like that. Just the find and collect stuff for Saliwa, for flash drives, for all that good shit. So that's essentially like just getting some of the little tedious stuff out of the way. And we're moving into some of the big fish territory with most of customs almost completely done. We had most of that done the first 2 days, to be honest. And we did crack level 15. We are almost level 17 now. And we need to start saving money before we get into the level 20 section, because you spend like literally everything you have at 20 to get the rest of your hideout resources. Massive shout out to our partner and sponsor with Rogue Energy. If you guys are looking for a way to get rid of those energy drinks on the way to work in the morning from the gas station, or the 1 to 6 cups of coffee it takes to get woke up and after it, be sure to check out Rogue Energy. Use code SOUNDSTORM for a discount on purchase. The 3 flavors that you see to my right are the hydration line for Fruit Punch, also the hydration line for their new flavor Snowstorm, and the Blood Orange, which is the energy line. They are all very good for energy, but the energy line means it. It's good stuff. The flavor is great. No powdery or chalky taste to it whatsoever. Dissolves awesome in like any size shaker, and I'm loving it. I'm so happy to be with a product that I actually stand behind and really enjoy. So be sure to check out Rogue Energy for yourselves. Go rogue from all the soda and coffee stuff that you have to do on a daily basis. It'll help out tremendously with your mood, with your headspace. It's all good. But yeah, great stuff. Be sure to check that out. We need to ESG open. I'm kind of like hurt, to be honest. I was looking at the list of people that got drops, and I finally saw the drops for Tarkov show up for me personally. I finally saw those pop up, and they were for everybody. So maybe not this time, huh, BSG? We'll work a little bit harder, maybe get closer to Kappa, maybe they'll consider it, right? Guess we gotta just work that little bit harder, stick around in Tarkov for longer than just 42 and then chill out with it or something. I don't know. We'll get their attention one way or another. If you ever need a DJ to close for John B, like, you let me know, Nikita, 100%. Tarkov has been eating scavs and been kind of slow to load up and to unload for the last couple of days. So I'm hoping everything goes well. So far today, I've only lost 1 scav, and one of the scavs that I thought I lost, I actually went back and checked, and after I got out of Tarkov and got back in, my scav was still up. So I don't know if they patched something or if something else was like improved with like little firmware stuff on their side, but that stopped happening, which is awesome. We still have the Christmas tree up. We still have our power going from this morning. I did drop a couple of scavs this morning. Did back-to-back graphics cards, so we did finish that quest. And that's more or less the stuff that I've been working on offline, is focusing on the quests that are kind of get lucky, not so much like get good in the firefight situation, because it's just pick up said item, get out with said item. Scavs can do it too. So that's the stuff that, not saying it's boring content, because everyone likes seeing people get gear in Tarkov, but that's more of the tedious stuff, in my opinion, for the early game shit. Not like, go get SVD kills, or go get M4 kills, or go get shotgun kills with the Ushanka on. Ugh. Oh, but we're getting to those. Let's get off my face and get into some Tarkov. Alrighty. Frame. But no, not you. Right there. That is not any pretend level of lined up. Closer. Yeah. What do we do with our fucking profile data here? Take a year and a day to load. Then again, I say that knowing that there are drops today for certain specific streamers, and it is the weekend. So I assume that since this is still like the end of week 1 or the beginning of week 2, however you look at it for the wipe, it's now the weekend. So I'm assuming that most of these servers are just getting absolutely slapped right now. So patience will be a virtue today, sure. Especially if it takes this long for me to load into the game. Maybe? Tarkov? Okay, we're gonna Alt F4 this and see if maybe it was just a bad load. Seems weird. Oh, here, let's change this cord fast because we'll have bags and divides at some point in time. Those are correct. That's fine. Most likely officer channel as long as the streaming works for those guys. All right, let's try this again. See if it actually lets me get in. All right, that loaded a little bit quicker. Play. That did not take it pull up that time. It's a light key. Okay, loading profile data. Round 2. There we go. All right, so quick run through on the stuff that we've accomplished thus far. Have very little money, but have been doing a lot of upgrades in the hideout. So that's going to be understood. Like, that's just what's going to happen. So far, we've had 77 raids. We've survived 45 of them. The 58% survival rate is pretty high for me for the start of a wipe. We did have like a 5 or a 6 survival streak in a row with some of the stuff that we were doing. As I said, like the little quick shit that we were picking up and taking care of. I know for a fact I haven't gone AWOL. I think that sticks. EMC's 5.24. I think these are flipped. I don't know. One of the other streamers actually is. Would have to confirm on that one. But it says survive 22, killed in action 17. But my assumption is that 5.24 KD is against scavs, and this is against players. Survival rate is much better in this situation. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this. Even though this one has players on it too. Okay, either way, either we're a 5.24 or we are 0.17. Both of those are relatively low for right. Oh, goodness. All right, tasks. Nothing wrong currently. Path of the Wounded Beast, that just comes from getting in firefights and actually winning. Delicious Sausage, we have a couple more places to check out on the streets. We are working on Tarkov Shooter Part 3. Don't know if we're going to get into that today, but definitely tomorrow at the absolute latest. I just need to get some money together. Only business, Ragman Loyalty Level 2 is in 1 level, which we're pretty close to. Shooter Born in Heaven, we haven't started pushing yet, but we will get that done this wipe. That's one of my goals. Farming Part 4, we're looking for CPU fans, which is a have to. Broadcast Part 1, haven't stepped in Lighthouse yet. Gonna wait until those stack up a little bit. Bad Habit, looking for 2 packs of Wilston cigarettes. I've thrown away a bunch of those because I thought I had enough, and now we know that we need them. Signal Part 1, Gunsmith Part 3. Gunsmith Part 3, one of the parts takes LL2 for somebody who's LL1, so I have to get that leveled up. I think level 17 when that open. Chemical Part 1 back to Customs, kind of sabotage. Customs. Stirrup is just anywhere with pistol. Friend from the West is about halfway done. Pets won't need it back to streets. Woods for supply plans. That's getting the folder. We may run and try to get that done. Car repair. We just need a bunch of everything. I found none of that stuff thus yet. Disease history is over on reserve. Pokemon Hobo is on customs. And the ice cream cones are at Woods. Now, we are crafting ice cream cones. I believe we have one done now. Bunkers down here. So early quests, stuff that we know how to do. Nothing new or out of the ordinary. So it shouldn't be too hard to start just leaning into some of these. We will be weaving in scavs because why the fuck wouldn't you? So for the rest of the people that are like, oh, don't be bad at the game, just go to PMC. Nah, I'm good, fam. That takes effort, like a lot of it. There's another RFB. We're going to try to get as many of those cracked out as we possibly can. That is one of my favorite weapons platform. That should be the first ice cream cone in. I believe we need 3, so we're going to start that craft again. 1 tech tape, and then 4 of the other mags. Big yes. Get that started. That'll be the second one moving. Finish that quest as well. The nutrition units that have, yep. Gonna buy 1 crouton or these. Some of these quests, I thought I had a lot more of this stuff than I actually did. Nutrition unit is 11 minutes away from being done. The generator 6 minutes away from being done. We did round a couple of these things to get things started. The defective wall is good to go. Dismantle the wall. Let's just see if we have enough money to buy all of this stuff here real fast. Ooh. Ooh, 55k. They're in a shot. They're in a shot. I don't have enough to purchase that. Let's see if we can find the light bulbs, the shoes, so those. We'll probably end up having to buy the toolkit, but we're going to scab into interchange first. That'll give us at least the option to start looking at crafting our gym and the Hall of Fame, which I haven't actually seen yet, which is kind of awesome. But those going up to level 2, these already being there, means that we're kind of kicking it open a little bit. Have the crafts going that we definitely need done. So we're working on getting defective wall down and working on getting our quest items crafted at both of the locations. Let's jump into... Scav. Head to interchange. We're going to go nighttime-ish. 8 o'clock. Still be kind of light. I don't need light to move around interchange. Full sum total is we definitely need car batteries. Electric motors are still really good pickups. It's early white prices. We're looking for 2 packs of smokes to complete quest, which is kind of huge. But it's early white prices, so all the things that you need for the hideout are going to be jacked exponentially. Just like Pastilli points out in most of his videos for every wipe too, you have the option to start hoarding water filters, start hoarding sugars, stuff that you know is going to gain in price later, or when you get the moonshine, you can start making them. So you can get the smart water, you know, the booze generator. It's a lot about collection and a lot about just focusing on stuff that's good for quests you don't have to pay for. But yeah, if we have a couple of good raids today, maybe we start barking into that level 20, and that would be super awesome to be broke and at the level where I can upgrade everything in my stash. I can't tell if I'm having an awful wipe because I'm broke, or if I'm having a great wipe and I'm broke because I didn't have to spend as much time in the levels up to the flea market. for some, I don't know. I'm trying to justify the fact that normally I have around 6 mil right now, and I'm much lower level, but I have a lot more money. And all my hideout upgrades are a lot further behind, I feel. So I'm winning, but I'm also like losing by my normal standards in terms of how much money we normally have to lose. So confused, but we're gonna go with it. There's no such thing as level too fast, that's for sure. But so far, firefights have gone really, really well. New computers handling Tarkov splendidly. We'll have ICS and Project Lasso taking care of putting Tarkov first. And yeah, I haven't watched any other videos on getting, like, squeezing extra couple of FPS out of this, because honestly, with an unlocked 1390 and a 4090, I shouldn't need to try too hard. I know Tarkov's a fickle beast, but hardware should drive it. So we're gonna try and get some of the specific items that we need. Chances of us finding, we need CPU fans. So if we get a spawn in the back, that's kind of awesome, because we can take our time and check. But with interchange, it's kind of the same thing for me. We definitely run the route. There's a specific route that I do. Depends on where we start. And we don't do the whole route if we hear a lot of extra fire or just commotion in general. Because everybody's really jumpy at the beginning of the wipe on scavs, and they will just shoot you if they are concerned, have something good, or I don't know, if it's a day that ends. So we just kind of want to avoid the fights. If we have to, at least we get a 7.62 platform and try to get ourselves the hell out. Big emphasis on it. To get my workout in today already, you know what? Got workout done, grab some stuff at the store, got lunch, and yeah. A majority, I think, of the adulting is. You know you still got a hat on, right? Okay. The oven? Oh, that's why I'm dying. 1 second.
Just starting it.
Oh. I was like, man, no air movement. Then I realized there's no fan on down here either. I did message Kai to pick up his stuff, so hopefully he shows up here soon. Well, I told him I picked something up for him, so if we wanted to, whenever he got up and around, to stop by. No, you have the pretty rogue cup. Give him the rogue one. That's not for working out. No, it's not.
Why did
You just have one of mine then. I'll just give him that. Fine. Go with our thing.
go get
Huh? No, we don't need to. I'm almost positive he's got plenty of shaker cups. Everybody at our age has like 9. Hey. I know it glows.
oh, didn't I?
It wasn't high, it was wrapped up. I guess I can put that first in Discord while we're fucking waiting to get in. We're gonna be able to get a lot of stuff done in between. If the servers are jacked. Generator's ready to go. Yeah. Better no announcement. Hey. Okay, perfect. That's sent. All right, what did we come in with? Oh, nothing. Yes, we do. Shooty cuffs going off already. We actually need those. Weird how early wipe makes you take, like, you're just such a trash panda. Like, right off the get-go. Around here. Right? Just got started. Okay, so since we're still getting 32 minutes scan. Smart thing is going to be to take our time. Locations. Not that I don't want the loot. Scan. It was after back there. Actually, I don't know. Somebody's breaching Death Cross. That's cool. For evasion armband. Big wins. There's one for demise. Should he choose to wear it? Yeah, we're kind of here. Those guys appear to be playing chicken. Might be scavs hopping around. Yeah, avocado. Box around we don't need, but money. Grab report. But he's in furniture, maybe? Don't worry. Let these guys butcher each other. Like, none whatsoever. Scav. Okay, so either someone's hiding in Death Cross or there's nobody in Cross right now. Scav just walking around. That's in Goshen. Ollie. Quick. Player. Ah, good angle. On the right. No, I hit him though. GG, brother. How's your wipe going? Jesus, get after it, dog. Get the rivals patch. I wonder how much damage I did to him. 19 in a row? Fuck. Second wipe, dude's firing a fucking... He wasn't cheating, he didn't fucking headshot me. Playing hella good. Like, that felt like a normal one. Just a little bit higher than me for kills, or for survival rate. Yeah, nice. Good shit. Fucking clap my cheek. I did hit him twice. Got 136. I would have had to have headshot or it was over. Like, he's actually wearing decent armor. GG. On a scav, these things happen. Really wanted that on mag. Like, really wanted that on mag. Let's do. Oh, we got a link search. What ammo can we get? Just no, we can't buy AP. Shock, laser match. Match FMJ, right? Peacekeeper level 1. But for some reason, that was still locked. Oh, after loyalty level 2. Damn it. It's not technically worse. Yep. Oh, when are you ready to come back up? I don't want to use laser match, but I fucking will. That's Steve. Do I really want to use it that bad? Oh, I've got it to chunk it. For those. Match the pad. don't have a lot of bullets. We also don't have a holiday. I already located the bunker. What's that ripstop go to? Does Ragman have a find and transfer quest up? Yep. +1 on that. A little bit of FMJ laying around. How's the ump fire? I hate to like stall, obviously, but I want to see how some of these fire now with the new changes. I don't think the ump's gonna be bad. Happy weekend, not. What's up, buddy? Climb's not bad. F is good center mass. Fucking everything's good center mass. Jesus, okay. Alright, I guess we're gonna make it work. A little louder than I want it to be, but we're doing productive in the lab and the kitchen today. Big fucking wins both ways. All right. Hot cake in the oven, potato soup in the sleeper. I'm looking at big nice. If I'm going to customs though, and I'm gonna kill scavs, I don't want to take the ump. So park the ump for right now. We'll just go work on customs kills. How much 7.6? With the foul. I bet I can't even buy that yet. What do I have for 7.6? Bunch of amp. Rock the FMJ first. Let's go. I know I've got the TAC 30. Would be good enough. Where is the TAC 30? Gear's close. Not for the whales anyway. What was it? Hope that's the right one. Yes, okay. This looks goofy, but bear with me here. Pop up. FMJ with that kit. Back in the hideout. Oh. Hold on. There we go. Light. Not off. Need food. Okay, sounds kind of. Six or that one. We'll find some food. Power cord. Little pieces. It's hard, yes. Sorry. I'm trying to keep organized as much as humanly possible. Do something you guys have never actually seen me. That's stay organized. Robot. Level 2 to him as soon as we start actually getting some stuff in. Okay. Let's run customs. We gotta get Pulcrum Hobo done. We've kind of got our sit spot for customs. Because we're just trying to get the scav kills. We're not really trying to engage players. If there happens to be a player, then we'll have to handle business if we can. But Pulcrum Hobo's 25 scav kills, so we should probably get started up. Bullpups are my favorite types of platforms in Tarkov, so this should be fun. I did not expect to be holding an RFB, especially not one that's not suppressed this early into the wipe, but okay. For those of you guys poor broke boys like me in Tarkov, and you can't afford like Razor or the Voodoo or anything else, be sure to look at the TAC Burris. It's a really good scope. Definitely an earlier wipe scope. Difference being the other two are 120 to 140k, and this one's like 50. And hella effective. Same thing as we tried to focus on last wipe, and it didn't really work out in my favor because I tracked. Imagine that. We get these kills, wait the area out, make sure that we at least touch the scav to get the experience. Want the looting experience, want items. Just try to make sure we come out relatively full if we are going to be able to extract, so we can make the money and also have the massive experience. Running the players, like I said, as long as I can stay medium range, I stand a chance. If I can't, I'm gonna probably fuck. What'd you do for the potato soup? Not like potato and cheese, or what'd you dice up with that? Because I'm pretty specific on potato soup. Like, I like it, but I've had some real bad ones. Love you too. Coffee cake, on the other hand. Well, because I've had some potato soups that are like more of a like potato and then like a light cream, like urban garlic style. And then I've had like 4 cheese and potato, which is like one of my favorites. And then there's like potato medley where there's a bunch of fucking veggies and it's kind of like a chicken noodle soup with potatoes in it. That one's pretty good. Potato quarters to cook down. Oh, okay, nice. I might also just kind of be a cheese fiend, so that doesn't help. We're middle grounding this guy? Nice. Okay, so we're back corner spawn. It's too damn cold when I have soul food. Big facts. We're not in full sniping mode, but we're pretty close. Gonna play a little tactical and careful. Guys should be looting the porn station. Stop for a second. I just want to talk. That all seems like it's over by skeleton. Whoa, good lean, bud. Zap the one dude. Please be a USEC for the love of Christ. Baron, how's your wipe going? I love that I'm using this just to see how other people's wipe are going. Not to be like, oh, I know that motherfucker was a cheater, because, like, I'm not gonna know. Good shit. Story and shit. Guy, he's a fucking bear, dude. Can I not? I should have got both. Guys, if I had just stayed put, I was not the one huffing. He look. Yep, just one tap to the head, HP. That's all it takes. GG, guys. Also, I got my where he went wrong. Notice I looked to the left too early and like closed myself off from looking where he actually was. That was bad hearing on my part. Well, we'll do better in the next one. Interchange in the morning. Then I whiffed the 2 shots on him while he was running. Like, I hit him, but I should have killed him before he got behind cover. That's all right, first raid. We cut blood, first raid. Gorno setup is actually not one that I hate, except for that I think that scope is, but the fact that it has a silencer on it, that's fucking. We also need to run some extracts, some car extracts today. Try to crank up that scav rep, make each of those scavs a little more worth it. I think we're almost at 2 already. A couple of car extracts will put us like near the ones we haven't done anyway. Probably get us into 3, a little ways maybe. everybody and their sister's trying to go die on interchange. Technically, they're probably going to die literally everywhere. Like, that's just how it's going. I can say that for a lot of people who like watching streamers get fucking cheeks clapped, the weekend is usually a pretty good time to watch for that. Because there's so many people on. During the week when we're streaming, a little more quiet, kind of running from me, less done kind of shit. So on the weekends, kind of PvP central. Yeah, there right now. Why? Gosh, timers insane. Which is really funny too, because for a lot of people, it's hot and heavy for like. Hill Center's level 2, so the scabs come a lot faster and you can farm money that way. But it would be nice to actually get things before people start putting the game down, so we've got more people. Only get better in Tarkov by getting shot in the face. Can't confirm, that's actually how. We got them new food, and they actually ate it. Fucking scurved. Look at that good boy stretching. Still snowing too hard to try to, like, see if she'll go. Oh, yeah. So that first hit, now that you've cleaned it, is going to send you the stat. I need Uranus. You set that one up way too. I said I need Uranus. You said a planet. I said a planet. You walked into that. I liked that joke. Talking about planets, we were until I got to Uranus. Gets out of this world. Stop it, not. Don't dad humor my dad humor. Fuck. I think everybody's heard of the fudge factor. You can't out dad my dad humor. And we're both fucked. It's Saturday, right? Okay. All day. It's Saturday. Next week's a pretty big fucking thing. But But the thing that's nice is I think I've bracketed my weeks off now with this job mentally. Like, I get one big weekend, right? Like one big 4-day weekend, and then the next one I'm only going to get like 1 or 2. But I still get my, like, decompress. Even though it didn't end up being decompress, because God knows fucking, we have so much goddamn adulting to fucking time. But regardless, it's at least fucking close. All right, 28 minutes. All right, we're not in epic mortal fucking danger right off the jump. Back section. Like, I'm sinking into it, and I know everyone's like, but Zellstorm, you've had that job for a long fucking time. There's a shock. There's like that new job shock value, I think, that starts like when you get into a job like that, and something that you haven't done or don't do normally. And you like, oh, woke up one day and I was like, okay, like I think I'm getting used to how this works now, which means I just do at least 3 like 12-hour streams on the 4-day, make sure that we cover all the fucking bases. Make sure that like the once a month we have the big fucking Patreon chill so we can ask some questions, throw some stuff back and forth, see what you guys are looking for content kind of shit. I think that's gonna be kind of neat. Because it's so much more generic to like ask questions like that in like a text chat as opposed to like talking to people. So that I can tell if they're just being nice. Fucking diary? I don't know if those are gonna respond in the wild like that. Between text messaging and C-suite versus jumping into quick team calls? Yeah, that's true. Totally agree with that. Sit down, chatting, conversation stuff has always been that, and people are having fucking roadblocks with some production stuff, or if there's certain things on fucking the platforms that we use that people would like to check out, like for the rent to own shit, I can always like just go through the list with everybody and see which one sounds like something everyone would use. Yes, I do. But doing all that stuff together as opposed to like, all right, guys, give me ideas. And then they're like, everything? The entire NI suite for $7,000, please? Thanks. Appreciate you. Thank you, streamer man. And I'm like, what? We all want Ableton Pro. Well, gonna have to raise that tier 3 Patreon to like fucking $2,000 a pop apparently. I am, however, very curious on how many of our Ruffle. I felt so much more than Ableton after re-downloading Ableton. So here's the thing with Ableton. And I have to put it this way because of my slight bias and non-fluidity with Ableton. 85% of the music production world. So in terms of growing out of your backyard, everybody else is going to send files from Ableton most of the time, and for them to convert into something that they can send you in FL is like a task, right? So the reality is Ableton is much better for like a community-based setup that wants to share those ideas. And after you understand the workflow for Ableton, technically speaking, presets and everything that you're used to jump into track starting and saving, like sound profile, presets itself, LFO adjustments, like anything that would be set after you have those, Ableton is much better at holding those. Was when I was trying to, like, you know, figure out which direction I wanted to. FL, in my opinion, I think makes you double check shit that Ableton doesn't. And I think a lot of people in Ableton will hit export before a lot of people in FL because of the ease of put together in your presets and everything else. So I think you have to be a little more careful, which I think does help certain people with certain aspects of production. So I'm not going to say one is better than the other. I'm going to say that I don't have any plans on moving to Ableton anytime in the near future, but I'm interested to see how many members of the end up on Ableton. Because that's like people that come in and they're like, well, what about Reaper? And there's nothing fucking wrong with Reaper, but it's like, or GarageBand or anything else, right? But it's like somebody saying a Corvette is better than a Mustang and having that argument, and someone being like, well, what about a Ferrari? And it's like, what about a fucking Ferrari? That's nothing to do with the conversation. It's like, it's another car, or it's another way to do it, but like, that one's vastly different than both, in my opinion. Eventually sit down and build out skeleton tracks, but also like rebuilding from the bottom. The problem is with skeleton tracks is you end up making really samey shit. Like that's a deficit and also a fucking bonus for how you guys are doing things right now, because especially you and Neo, you guys will make something and then you're like, okay, that was neat, I want to try this style. And then you switch everything up and try to see if you can put together that specific said style. Now, for a lot of other producers that you're talking to, they're going to be like, that's awful, why are you fucking doing that to yourself? You're not going to be known for a bunch of different fucking genres, yada yada yada, hone your craft, yada yada yada. But for the time being, I don't think that there's, outside of like possibly releasing personal EPs, there's not like a specific goal in mind besides make decent fucking music. Just make shit that sounds good right now. So you guys don't have that directive or have to worry about it. So that's going to help you guys understand some different assets, which is good. But eventually, like when you hone into EP mode, they're going to have to sound somewhat, you know, relatively same-ish or in the same ballpark. Otherwise, it can be very confusing for a listener to go from, for instance, like house shit to drum and bass. That transition is really hard to get people to swallow sometimes. Or like slow liquid chill and then roadie ass fucking dubstep like right after that. Original yet? Yeah. It'll get there, but I feel like it's gonna get there on a positive. Where what I want is you guys to find stuff that you are comfortable making. Like you could throw together ideas, you know, just like jot some fun shit down and be like, check out this chord progression. Easy roll this up into a fucking 4. Here's the answer on the 8. Here's the melody I'm thinking. And then somebody adds a couple of effects. You guys get a 4 on the floor in there. And then like, boom. 85% of the track without some white noise and some extra touch-up stuff is all there. Throw it in ozone, release, all good. Because right now you guys aren't like walking around your house listening for interesting fucking sounds. Being like, oh, I need that. That sound right there that blender just made. Know exactly what I can do. Like, I don't think you guys are right at that spot just yet. We'll get there if the obsession sticks, but whoa, RDG. Because after you learn the manipulation tactics for most of those fucking sounds, then the kick in the trigger is, how do I make that sound like something else? Then after you make said thing, it's like, okay, can I actually use this in a track? So bleeding in attributes from how I learned progressive house, like layering. Prog is really good because, especially if you're making like, I feel like there's always a triangle. This is gonna sound real fucking convoluted. make barely no sense to someone who's just showing up for the first time. And they're like, wait, isn't he playing Tarkov? But like, there's a triangle of stuff that's alike, right? So for me, progressive house, trance, and like more of the quote unquote chill. Since the BPMs are so closely smashed into each other for some of those relaxing tracks, or no.
Luke might need a ride to work.
Okay.
3:30.
But like, if you start mastering certain concepts of any of those, it will help out with concepts of that. Dubstep, trap, and glitch are kind of the same in terms of setup and production. Happy hardcore, speedcore drum and bass, and like a couple of crossover genres. The methodology on how you're putting those tracks together are all like close, but someone showed me a Venn diagram that showed where the crossovers were. They're like, if you're having a problem isolating down, oh, they're not worried, they're waiting for me to get shot. If you're having a problem isolating down exactly what it is that you want to apply. Here's a Venn diagram. Working on house. These are the other genres that you can accidentally make with small adjustments. Very small, like minute ass adjustments. Trance, obviously. Right, so, because there is shared handoffs and trade-offs for genres. But like, bass house, for instance, a UKG, there's a lot of stuff that's either the soul of it. There's a lot of things that are super the same production wise, and it's up to the people who are making it to do better and make it different. That is an osprey. There's lots of scavs running around. Are there any dead scavs anywhere? Did I just get a dead fucking bird? I'll have to look at it. Maybe I have that saved on my fucking address. So that people could see, like, here's the reason why this kind of sounds like this kind of sounds like this, and if you're making this type of music. Biggest trade-off one is like the new disco, like your electro funk, and everything that's in that wheelhouse all being like fucking 2 or 3 M's, or like the difference of like one snare somewhere. And when they do the example, you realize just how fucking close those music genres really are, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, it's all about... Neo said that the other day, and I got kind of excited because none of you guys have said it yet. It's all about the swing. And that doesn't mean, like, you know, the swing dance, but the actual, like, swerve and sway that each of your tracks have, led by your percussion and sometimes your bass, like whatever you're picking for the bass stems. And the differences are not that far. When people get stuck and they're blending too much, that's why you always tell them, like, it's addition by subtraction. Take some stuff out, pick a lane, and then emphasize that lane. See what you think.
Ну чё, неплохой день, господа.
That might have been a bad player or bad PMC. Bad scav. He was backing away, kind of. I did something shitty style.
or see where it sits.
I know.
Doesn't even touch.
No way. No shot. That was a fucking header, bud. No shot. Did that dude just get concussed? M16 enthusiast? Bro. No shot. Oh, you're fucking normal. You cannot tell me that Ratnik just saved your ass that hard. You cannot. That was a lined up shot. It ricked. 1 for 1 on that. Oh, it fucking ricked. 92 damage to armor, and I shot that man on the top of his fucking head. Fucking rowdy. I said that. I was like, ah, it's gotta be a player. They acting shady. Oh. So broke. So insanely broke. That's okay. What's excellent? Oh. It's scary. Well, that's the beginning of Tarkov. That's why this game's so fucking addicting, because the not broke times feel great after you deal with the broke times. Shit. Okay, we've got an armor. I still got the ump. I don't really want to take the ump in until I can buy a few more rounds, though. It's kind of my thought process. I think I can sell all 4 of those. It's here, right? How close are you, Skier? Get some. We need to those right. Okay, decisions. We need a big money scab where I don't get into a firefight. I probably should have just left that man's alone. Out of fairness, I don't think he would have shot me if I had just kept walking. The world will never know. That's nice. RP up at MP5 will, and that's our gunsmith MP5. All about make that room. Make that room and then keep that room. Got plenty of PS, right? Having kind of a fucking riot with the red fucking cracks so bad. Hold that fucker. Face cover, I'm not putting on the half masks. So we have face cover, ears, and tack rig. I should be able to pull that off. We're gonna have enough 7.62. Not sure about the mags. So, stock. Gears on skier. I need a cheap rig from you, Ragman. That's it. Stock. Icom. And buy these from Crapper, right? Ooh. Tarkov on a budget, folks. That's what it looks like. Yes. 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 Okay. We'll handle it. 4 and 5. Good. We won't need a backpack. But part of this. Alright, back to customs. Oh, 5 and 9. Let's get it! I'm getting pinged. Oh. Strife, why you ping me? Left side of my fucking screen was just lit up with little red bubbles. Oh. That's tough. Got. There. Oh, that's the taking the stuff out with the car that he's posting. Big knife. BTR wasn't bringing stuff. It took 4 days to get the graphics card. That's nutty. Lots of people hunting that BTR though. Lots of people are learning where that thing goes. And they're taking extreme advantage of the fact that when you get out, if you pay for the machine gun fire, it don't cover shit. All right. AKM means we're not going to have to post up anywhere and be a shithead. Getting some of these scav kills may be a really smart idea to pull out the SV98 and get some of the sniper skill up too. Because we got 25 for Pokem Hobo. The AKM's kind of an all-purpose fucking everything. Again, because of recoil changes, man. I used to just dread getting to the AKM part of Shoreline's quest. Now I'm like, oh, sick, AKM, let's go. Weird how that changes. Also, even weapons that I usually am super, like, that I personally super prefer early, like the now are even more disgusting. Holy shit. There's the red bar. Where did we spawn? Oh, this looks fucking familiar. Oh, no. No. No, none of that. Server connection lost? What the shit? Fucking how? Oh, dude, customs. I'm so fucked if you guys leave me in that shed. What the shit? Oh, fuck. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, so we alt F4 and then try to get back in? We're so dead already. 3 PMC spawns real close. I don't have the money just to leave him in there. I guess, here. Go that route. We'll see if we kill the game and then fucking load it back up if that helps. Usually it's my stream that says, hey, fuck yourself, come back later. Right now it's Tarkov, it's weird. Gateway timeout error? Game launcher error. Timeout. Did you guys just push an update and I'm missing it or something? Check for updates. Try again. To be clear, it doesn't say we're like banned or anything. It just says that there's a fucking problem with the launcher. Error on post. Gateway timeout. What the fuck? Check integrity. Oh. Okay, go boy. Sneezes. Go boy. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Up. It says I have a bad gateway. And I'm in customs in the fucking over by 11 in a hut. So I'm checking fucking game file integrity to see what the hell's going on. Already checked for updates. There isn't one. Try again. Bad gateway, is that on Nikita's end? Yeah, it says game error launch, error code number, error on post. Launcher version, status code, gateway timeout. Hmm. Well, I'm already dead, based on where I was in customs. I guess when I actually do get back in, it's time to fucking scout more. Game files. It's just a server load issue. Now my play button has a timeout for 40 seconds. There's that many fucking people playing this weekend? Are you in? Or did you just get back and haven't even tried to load up yet? Because I guarantee we're on the same fucking game. I'm online, but I'm not in anything? Well, it won't even let me get on the online part. Fucking nothing.
Get dressed.
You're on post. Now it's up to a minute to hit the play button. Let's check the Twitch sphere.
Another day to lose.
Friendly guy would be overseas. Bags in. Dunk. Nothing. I think hasn't started yet. Let's use UK. Oh. Two minutes now for the play button. So, but it's not a queue, right? Because they would have had to, they would have something up that says that you're waiting for queue. I've hard closed it 3 times. Uh, why are you? Best asked question. Maybe. Guess we'll update the NVIDIA drivers really quick and then see. Okay.